In fall 2015, I taught the ENG 201 Experiencing Literature course for freshmen. Given that it was a large class with 29 students, I wanted to design a task that would get all of the 29 students to participate and share their learning in a common time and space. Hence, I designed this task for critical reading using Google Docs as one of the tools for creating a networked learning environment. This is how the task was designed. The text that we were reading is called Shooting an Elephant, a 4-page essay written by George Orwell. I created a table using Google Docs to promote layers of discussion within the classroom. So on the left column, you can see that I actually placed the text and divided it into different sections so that I can assign each section of the text to a different group. Now, if you see the right column, you can see that the second column was a blank space in which students were able to input their response after reading the assigned sections of the text. Our course was also anchored to the literary theory of reader response, and we spent a lot of time talking about critical reading and reader response. And in the third section, on the rightmost part of the page, you can see that students have added their comments not necessarily just to their own section of the text, but also in response to the text as a whole. By hitting the comments button available on the top right corner of the Google Doc feature, students could post their comment to the text overall or respond to a comment from a different group. Now, here are my overall observations in how students responded to this task in the classroom. Students on their own posted the comments as a group. For example, when you see the response to group 2, you can see that the students first discussed among themselves. There were about 4 students to 5 students in a group. And after the discussion, posted the response as a whole on the right column. Look at group 4. You see that the students you can also observe that students in group 7 admitted that although they discussed within their group, they could not come to a common understanding. So each participant within the group posted their comment as a separate paragraph in order to express the complexity and document the differences in their group discussion. So it is interesting that the students were showing emergence of learner autonomy with minimal supervision or prompting from the instructor. At least 5 students in the class, you can see, annotated portions of the text by highlighting it and adding a comment in direct response to the particular sentence, which is a very easy highlight and comment feature available within Google Docs. For a class of 29 students, you can also see that there are a total of 42 comments. Of course, these comments also included 1 or 2 from the instructor, but this shows a rather good level of engagement, and none of the comments were a mere "I agree," but actually getting into serious discussion with each other or expressing disagreement. For example, comment 38 states that I don't think he truly was comfortable with it since he changed his mind, talking about Orwell's situation in the story. I also want to point out another level of critical analysis that the student demonstrated. In group 2, you can see that Orwell was struggling with his decision whether to kill or not to kill an elephant that had run amok. And the student here was trying to make a connection to our contemporary problem with policing and what is happening in the United States in quite a direct and intelligent way. Overall, I see that students had both advantages and problems with using a network learning environment. Firstly, in a typical class, it's not normally possible to get every student to see the response from every other student in a single common space all the discussion board threads are available within Blackboard, you can get lost in layers of nested looping. And this problem was solved when students could all see each other's comment in a common place. But the disadvantage that I observed is, although the students had to log in and all of these discussions were happening within the boundaries of our class, there was still, issues of a lack of comfort level, knowing that their responses are available to be viewed by everybody in class. So visibility and a lack of privacy were serious issues that the students also expressed that we really need to take cognizance of as we design these tasks. I hope that gave you a little window into using Google Docs to teach critical reading, and I'm eager to know your response to this experiment. Thank you very much.